W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of The Drummond Affair, Murder and Mystery in Provence, by Stephanie Matthews and Daniel Smith. Narrated by Ruth Lass. Preface: Tragedy in the Durance Valley. On the morning of Friday the 25th of July 1952, Jack Drummond was packing up the family car. A new dark green Hillman estate, parked up outside his Nottingham home. As he heaved the suitcases into the boot, his taste buds were already tingling at the thought of the cheese and wine he would soon be feasting upon. This was a trip for indulging his culinary passions. Elizabeth, his 10-year-old daughter, was bouncing with excitement at the prospect of the exotic adventure that lay ahead. Jack was a well-travelled man, but even so, there was something special about a family holiday. Until recently, a driving holiday to France would have been entirely unthinkable for most people. It was just 7 years since the war had ended, and only 8 since France was liberated from Nazi occupation. The scars were still fresh, the rebuilding a work in progress. The spectre of fascism may have been vanquished from Europe, but new battle lines had been drawn up. The inferno of the Second World War now replaced by the frost of the Cold War. But for those who could afford it, a bit of continental travel was now a possibility. This was the dawn of the package holiday age. Horizon had been the first company down this route a couple of years previously in 1950, an all-in-one trip to Corsica, including flights. By 1952, the same company was offering all-inclusives to Palma. But the Drummonds had other plans. They were going to travel under their own steam, a ferry across the Channel, and then the long drive down to the French Riviera. French sun and glamour were just what Jack and his wife Anne needed. She was younger than him by some 16 years. She was smart, too, a civil servant by profession, but these days, to the world at large, a housewife. The couple had met through work, and all in all they rubbed along well. But there had been a big argument the previous night. Hopefully things would calm down once they were on the road. They were keen to give Elizabeth a real treat too. There weren't many kids in Nottingham going on a fancy holiday like this. But then again, Jack Drummond wasn't an average sort of dad. He had made something of himself. People knew who he was. As a scientist who had provided crucial advice to the government in arguably the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?